a proton is than an electron. That is, find the value of the ratio. When you find the value of a ratio, you find the what? Starts with an R also. Nope. Or the,
That's just circles.
what's the ratio that gets broken down to per one? Does anybody remember? The rate. Okay? Per one means rate. A ratio broken down to solving is the rate. So the ratio that you computed was 1 point, what's my number?
6.72. Negative 27.
Negative 27.
21.
Divided by 9.10938291.
10938291
times 10 to the negative 31st. 31.
Let me ask you a question.
31st.
Let me ask you a question. What weighs more, the proton or the electron?
Electron.
Proton.
Proton.
Why does the proton weigh more? Bramer? This is
Because-
a proton.
Because the exponent is bigger than the other negative exponent.
Very, very good. Remember, this is a negative 27, which means negative 27 is closer to the decimal or closer to 0 than a negative 31. This number is bigger because we're working in the negatives. So when you divided this, the first thing you did was,
Subtract negative 27 by negative 31.
so we have negative 27 minus negative 31. What happens here? Boom, boom. When you subtract your exponents, you are going to get times 10 to the fourth power. Positive fourth power. Okay? The question is, how many times bigger is the proton from the electron? So it's going to be a positive number. And then you divided these two in your handy-dandy calculator. What is the answer rounded to the nearest thousands? We'll go 3 places back behind the decimal. What is it, Landsberger?
0.184.
Okay.
0.1836159. That's what it is.
So she went 3 behind, so she rounded the 3 6 up to 4, because I asked her to round it for me. So how are we going to write this answer? The question is, how many times, or find the value. What do you think we should do with 1.84 times 10 to the 4th? Yep.
Move the decimal.
How many times?
1, 2,
3, 1, 4.
Why should I move the decimal 4 times?
Oh, because there's 4
Okay. Because the question is to find the value, and this is a pretty reasonable answer, you can actually find the value 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can say that a proton is 840 times bigger than an electron, or its mass is 1,840 times bigger than an electron. If you wrote it in scientific notation, your answer would be 1.84 times 10 to the 3rd power, which is also an acceptable answer. I would just put it in this form. Questions? All right. Example number 2. Oh, we're starting a whole new example. Example number 2, the U.S. national debt as of March 23rd, 2013, rounded to the nearest dollar, is $16,755,000,000. Oh, no, 16,755,133,009,522. According to the 2012 census, there was about 313,914,040 U.S. citizens. What is each citizen's approximate share of the debt? What did they do to solve it?
Taxes.
What operation? They divided. Okay?
It's not really that fun.
They divided. They showed the work for you right here. And then they have each U.S. citizen's share of the national debt is about $53,360. Any questions on their work there? This is example number 2. Now, you are going to answer exercise number 5, the geographic area of California is 163,696 square miles. The geographic area of the U.S. is 3,794,101 square miles. Let's round off these figures. What place value did they go to here? 1.367. What place value is this?
1,000.
1,000.
Nope. The 7 is sitting in the hundreds place value. Okay, if you look at the number, this number and this number, they rounded it to the nearest 100. Did they round this one to the nearest 100? No, this one they rounded to the nearest. No, look at the two numbers that you're comparing. It's number 5. Other people can participate. We're looking for which place value the 4 would be in for this number right here. Wilkinson? Thousands. Thank you. In terms of area, roughly estimate how many Californias would make up one U.S. and then compute the answer to the nearest ones. What operation are you doing? Division again. On your market, check roll.